All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to Allah Akim, out there that's doing the work in sincerity and charity with humiliation all across the four winds. To you I salute. This is the brother Karatazat on my left.
This brother Desire one.
All right, and today we're going to pretty much be going into hell, you know. Like I said before, you know, there's countless of videos out here, you know, on this particular lesson.
Gone.
You know, but we're going to jump straight into it, you know. So let's get Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 7. All right, this is going to cut the hell doctrine shit. Which hell, you know, that's Greek mythology. All right, now, what these Christians like to do too, you know, because they see the word hell in the Bible, H-E-L-L, you know, they take that for an actual place where you go and burn for all eternity. But H-E-L-L in the Bible don't mean where you go and burn for all eternity. You see what I say? When you go into it, you know, that's speaking about the grave, but that's another lesson. All right.
This is Ecclesiastes 12 and 7. Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto the Most High who gave it.
Right. You see that the spirit returned unto the Most High who gave it. So check this, right? You have wicked people dying all the time. You have so-called righteous people dying.
God.
The scriptures say what? The spirit returns to the Father of spirits.
God.
You see what I said? But a wicked person is supposed to automatically go to hell.
God.
You see the folly in that?
God.
Okay, but what we're going to do, we're going to get an example, all right, of a righteous prophet and of a wicked king. Okay, let's get 1 Samuel 28 with the witch of Endor. All right, let's start at 4.
1 Samuel 28 and verse 4. And the Philistines gathered themselves together and came and pitched in Shunem, and Saul gathered all Israel together, and they pitched in Gilboa. And when Saul saw the host of the Philistines, he was afraid, and his heart greatly trembled. And when Saul inquired of the Lord answered him not, neither by dreams, nor by Urim, nor by prophets. Then said Saul unto his servants, Seek me a woman that had a familiar spirit, that I may go to her and inquire of her. And the servant said to him, Behold, there is a woman that had a familiar spirit at Endor.
Right. Okay, now this right here, Paul is transgressing the commandment. So technically that would make him wicked.
God.
You understand? And as you could see, the Most High wasn't answering him by dreams, nor by Urim, Thummim, and nor by prophets.
God.
You understand? So the presence of the Most High flee from Saul.
God.
You see what I said?
God.
Now we see Paul went and seek out a woman. And this time that would be called.
God.
All right, or psychic or something like that.
God.
Right?
God.
Read.
And Saul disguised himself and put on other raiment, and he went and 2 men with him. And they came to the woman by night, and he said, I pray thee, divine unto me by the familiar spirit, and bring me him up. All right, whom I shall name unto thee.
Right. So this witch of Endor, she didn't know who this person is, you know, that came to seek out a spirit or to call up someone from the dead. You understand? Now the Most High, you know, he allowed this to take place.
Right. And Saul drive out all the witches of the land. Right.
That's why she said to him, man, I could be put to death for this.
God.
But now watch this.
And the woman said unto him, Behold, thou knowest what Saul had done, how he had cut off of those that have familiar spirits and the wizards out of the land. Wherefore then layest thou a snare for my life to cause me to die?
Right, because she understand, you know, the practice that shit, she would be put to death.
God.
All right, so we see Saul transgress this right here.
God.
All right, read.
And Saul sware to her by the Lord, saying, As the Lord liveth, there shall no punishment happen to thee for this thing. Then said the woman, Whom shall I bring up unto thee? And he said, Bring me up Samuel.
Done. All right, so now the woman put 2 and 2 together. You see what I said?
God.
And she said, well, okay, well, Samuel was a known prophet at that time.
God.
All right, and everybody knows Samuel and Saul were hand in hand.
God.
So she put it together that this is Saul.
God.
All right,
God.
read.
So like that's just like how some people is being kind of these old bear people in this day and time, how we would say it.
Gone.
All right. Which was Salak, yeah. And Saul said, and Saul sware to her by the Lord, saying, as the soul liveth, there shall no punishment happen to thee for this thing. Okay. Then said the woman whom I should bring Salak. That is verse 12. And when the woman saw Samuel, she cried with a loud voice. And the woman spake to Saul, saying, why hast thou deceived me? For thou art Saul.
Right, because she put 2 and 2 together.
God.
She put the connection together.
God.
All right, read.
And the king said unto her, Be not afraid, for what sawest thou? And the woman said unto Saul, I saw gods ascending out of the earth.
Right, he saw gods ascending out of the earth. All right, spirits.
God.
You see what I say? Spirits.
God.
Because when you die, your spirit goes back to the Father of spirits.
God.
All right, the Most High, what we just brought out in Ecclesiastes.
God.
All right,
God.
but read on.
And he said unto her, what form is he of? And she said, an old man cometh up, and he is covered with a mantle. And Saul perceived that it was Samuel.
Right,
and he
read.
stooped his face to the ground and bowed himself.
Read on.
And Samuel said to Saul, why hast thou disquieted me to bring me up? And Saul answered, I am sore distressed, for the Philistines make war against me.
Right, he says, why hast thou disquieted me? So Samuel said, man, look, yeah, where is I in peace?
God.
What are you bothering me for? I had 100% peace.
God.
See what I said?
God.
Read on.
And the Most High is departed from me, and answered me no more, neither by prophets nor by dreams. Therefore I have called thee, that thou mayest make known unto me what I shall do.
All right, read on.
Then said Samuel, wherefore then dost thou ask of me, seeing the Lord is departed from thee, and is become thine enemy, and the Lord hath done
Right.
to him.
Right, Salaki, all right. All right, see that? So Samuel is telling him, man, if the Lord become your enemy, what you want me to do?
God.
I can't get in that. I can't help you.
God.
All right?
God.
Read on.
And the Lord had done to him as he spake by me, for the Lord had rent the kingdom out of thine hand, and given it to thy neighbor, even to David,
Right, read.
because thou obeyest not the voice of the Lord, nor execute his wrath upon Amalek. Therefore had the Lord done this thing unto thee.
Right, read.
Moreover, the Lord would also deliver Israel with thee into the hand of the Philistines.
Right, read.
And tomorrow shalt thou and thy sons be with me.
Right. Tomorrow thou and thy sons shall be with me. Now, Samuel was a righteous prophet.
God.
King Saul wicked.
God.
So how is it the wicked is going to be where the righteous is if there's a hell?
God. Good to God. God.
You see that?
God.
That makes no sense.
God.
So when you go into hell, you better be careful.
God.
You understand? Hell ain't talking about a place under the earth where you burn for all eternity.
God.
That's madness.
God.
You see that?
God.
So you get Samuel, the righteous prophet, and you have King Saul, a wicked king.
God.
How is he going to be where Samuel is if there's a hell?
God.
All right, that's it on that.
God. It says, the Lord also shall deliver the host of Israel into the hand of the Philistines.
Right. Okay, so now guess what? The righteous and the wicked, they all go the same place.
God.
It ain't no damn such thing as hell.
God.
Okay, so let's go in Job chapter 3. Let's pick it up at verse 7, I think, but start at verse 6. Okay?
God.
There's no such place as hell.
Job chapter 3.
Start at 6.
Job 3 and 6. As for that night, let darkness seize upon it. Let it not be joined unto the days of the year. Let it not come into the number of the months.
Right, Job is talking about his so-called birthday.
God. God.
All right, for you niggas who want to celebrate birthday,
God.
Job cursed the day he born.
God.
All right.
He says, Lo, let that night be solitary, let no joyful voice come therein. Let them curse it that curse the day, who are ready to raise up their morning.
Right, read.
Let the stars of the twilight therefore be dark, let it look for light, but not have none. Neither let it see the dawning of the day, because it shut not up the doors of my mother's womb, nor hid sorrow from mine eyes.
Right,
Why died I not from the womb?
You see that? Read on.
Why did I not give of the ghost when I came out of the belly?
Right.
God.
So Job wanted to die.
God.
You know, and this going into the affliction.
God.
Right, read.
Why did the knees prevent me, or why the breast that I should suck? For now should I have lain still and been quiet. I should have slept, then had I been at rest.
Right, talking about in the spirit world.
God.
You see that? But read on.
With kings and counselors of the earth, which build desolate places for themselves.
See that? With the kings and counselors of the earth. So when the kings die, when all these counselors die, people who give advice and shit, they all go to the same place.
God.
Okay, read on.
Or with princes that had gold, who filled their houses with silver.
Right, speaking about the Egyptians.
God.
Read.
Or as an hidden, untimely birth, I had not been, as infants which never saw light.
You see that? Read.
There the wicked cease from troubling, and there the weary be at rest.
You see that? That's the spirit world.
God.
Okay, so the wicked can't do nothing. All right, read that line again.
There the wicked cease from troubling.
There the wicked cease from troubling. You see that?
God.
Read.
And there the weary be at rest.
And the weary be at rest. Why? Because they're in the spirit world.
God.
All that shit being wicked upon the earth and all of that shit, none of that happening here in the spirit world.
God.
So, do we see the righteous and the wicked here?
God.
In the same place?
God.
So you mean to tell me there's hell?
God.
Come on, man.
God.
When H-E-L-L speak, when you see H-E-L-L in the Bible, all right, they're speaking about the grave.
God.
All right.
God.
Read on.
This is there the prisoners rest together. They hear not the voice of the oppressor.
You see that? So the prisoners and the oppressors, they're the same in the same place.
God.
Can't do no one nothing.
God.
You see that?
God.
The spirit world.
God.
All right, read on.
The small and great are there, and the servant is free from his master.
That's it. That's it. Because again, judgment is served upon the earth.
God.
That's it.
God.
Okay, and Job is describing the spiritual realm.
God.
So there's no such place as hell. You see what I said?
God.
That's why Samuel tell King Saul, okay, tomorrow you and your sons are gonna be with me.
God.
The spirit world.
God.
Samuel is a righteous prophet.
God.
Saul was a wicked king.
God.
There the wicked cease from troubling.
God.
Why? Because he had rest.
God. God.
Okay. You see that?
God.
Let's jump now to Ecclesiastes 3. And I think it's 16.
God.
All right. Because judgment is served upon the face of the earth.
This is Ecclesiastes 3 and 16. And moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment.
Right. What's under the sun, the earth?
God.
You understand? Because what is right? When you die, we all must appear before the judgment seat of Mashiach. God. According to 1 Corinthians, I think it is 10 and 5.
God.
Or 2 Corinthians 10 and 5.
God.
1 Corinthians 10 and 5, yeah.
God.
Or we must all appear before the judgment seat of Mashiach.
God.
That's why your spirit goes back to the Father of Spirit to receive your judgment for whatever it is you do, as whatever, as let's say as Karatazah, appear before Yahushua as Karatazah and receive whatever as Karatazah.
God.
That's why he said what? I saw under the sun the place of judgment. The place of judgment, and what's under the sun? The earth.
Gone. Absolutely.
You see? Read.
Gone. It says that wickedness was there, and the place of righteousness that iniquity was there.
Right, gone. So this is on earth. This way judgment is served.
Gone.
You understand? Not you get your judgment for being wicked, and then you go to hell and you burn for all eternity.
Gone.
You understand?
Gone.
That's madness, bad.
Gone.
Okay, I got one more precept. Let's go to Matthew chapter 5. I think it's verse 19. Okay, because like I say, my neighbor, he was a deacon in the church, you know, and he upgraded a minister, and he was saying in his sermon Sunday gone that the church going to hell, the members going to hell, the people on the pulpit going to hell, the people on the altar going to hell, you know. So I decided to do a quick lesson on this.
Gone.
You know, but now check this, right?
This is Matthew 5:19. Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments and shall teach men so, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven.
Right. You see that? Now what is right? The churches teach that the laws is done away with.
Gone.
You see what I'm saying? So why Yahweh Shai didn't say whoever break one of these commandments going to hell?
Gone.
You see what I'm saying?
Gone.
The brother Yasha Wamba, he gone into that word least.
Gone.
You understand? So you basically can be small, you can be despised.
Gone.
You see what I'm saying?
Gone.
All right, I ain't talking nothing but you're going to hell.
Gone.
Why Yahweh Shai didn't say that in these churches, people, and these church people, they teach that the laws is done away with.
Gone.
See what I said?
Gone.
That's madness, man, and folly. All right?
Gone.
Okay, so you could finish it.
But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven.
Right. Okay, that plain, that simple. All right, you have anything else you want to add?
Yeah, one last precept. If there was a place called hell, the Christians need to explain me this. Is Revelation chapter 20 and 14. And death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death.
Right, death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. So what is hell? Where is hell? And when was hell created? And hell is going to be destroyed.
God.
In the lake of fire? No, man.
God.
All right, one more. Romans 11:26. Okay, because you have a whole heap of wicked Israelites out there. You understand? And we just read about Saul.
God.
You understand? Okay, let's read that.
Romans 11:26. And so all Israel shall be saved, as it is written.
Right. That's it on that.
There shall come out of Zion the deliverer, and shall turn away ungodliness from Jacob.
Right. As it is written, all Israel shall be saved. So you mean to tell me that all these wicked Israelites, these wicked niggas, you mean to tell me they're in hell?
God.
And the scripture say all of them going to be saved? That means they're in hell?
God.
Come on, man.
Fable, that's all it is, fable.
All right. So with that, Lord willing, you got something else? So with that, Lord willing, we want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Makakodash. Shalom, Akim.
Shalom.
Shalom.